Welcoming you all, dear friends and subscribers, to this late night cricket show. This on a Saturday, as you all know. So welcome everybody. On this in this cricket happening show, what we are going to look at. In fact, there are three matches which are starting tomorrow. That is on 9th of November. One is the India versus Sri Lanka one-day series. Tomorrow is going to be the third one-day international match, which is going to be played at Hyderabad. Now, for Sri Lanka are the ones who are under real pressure, so they would be wanting to, because if at all they lose the match tomorrow, India would be walking away with the series with a winning lead there. So Sri Lanka had to guard against that, and one has to really see what is the strategy that Sri Lanka adopt against the Indian spinners and also against the pacers, because for the India everything is coming together. The pace bowlers are bowling well, and also the spinners are chipping in well. So it is, and all the batsmen are doing a pretty decent, pretty good job. In fact, they're doing a wonderful job. In fact, so basically, I'm going to do a brief preview of this particular match, that is between India and Sri Lanka, the third one-day international which is coming up, and then we will have a preview of the very interesting test series which is starting tomorrow, and that is going to be played between Pakistan, who are already there in United Arab Emirates. They are absolutely red hot right now as far as test matches are concerned, because they have already just now given Australia a severe drubbing by winning by a huge margin. So now the Australian neighbours, New Zealand, are in the United Arab Emirates, and they would be taking on Pakistan in the first test match. So Pakistan, as I said, looking red hot favourites, no doubt about it. With all their batsmen bowling and everything absolutely in full form right now. So they are looking pretty strong there. So that is something that I'm going to be briefly previewing. The first test match which is coming up tomorrow between Australia and New Zealand, which is going to be played at Abu Dhabi. And then we are going to be coming to the culmination of the T20 series between South Africa and Australia. Right now, both South Africa and Australia are locked horns at 1-1, and tomorrow is going to be the decider. The final T20 match is going to be played, and this match is going to be played at the Sydney Cricket Ground, as fondly called the SCG. So that is going to be called. So basically, whichever team wins the match tomorrow, that is the third T20 match at Sydney, would be walking away with the T20 international series. So these are the matches which are coming up. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a very brief, let's say brief, not preview, but sort of brief peek at all these matches. So first let's head on to the India-Sri Lanka match. As I said, this is the third one-day international which is going to be played in Hyderabad, and it is going, and the Sri Lankans are the ones who are under immense pressure, especially considering the fact that India are 2-0 in the series, in this one-day international series, and the pressure is right there on Sri Lanka. Now, what is going to be interesting to see is what is going to be Sri Lanka's approach to the Indian, how they are going to approach the match tomorrow, because for Sri Lanka, the batting has not been coming together. Now, batting has really posed a real question mark, in the sense only Kumar Sangakkara and Angelo Matthews are the only two players who actually gone past 50s, and Angelo Matthews, once again, as I said, a very unlucky person, I would say, because it's 135 one-day internationals for him and not a single century under his belt. Whether he can do something, because he has been contributing in great measure, and as we all know that he's also a contender for the ICC Cricketer of the Year here in 2014. So it is going to be interesting to see what is Sri Lanka's approach, whether they're going to make any changes in the team or whether they're going to go with the same team, because what one has found out is that the batting has not really come to the fore for Sri Lanka. So that has been a big problem for them, even though they boast of big names like Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene, who have not really come to the party. Other than that, the spinners have been found pretty ineffective against the Indian batsmen, and the pace bowling, Lairo Gamage has been pretty impressive, I thought, after coming into the Sri Lankan side. And as far as India is concerned, well, India are breathing with confidence right now, because they already won 2 matches. We have seen the top order has been functioning very well. Ajinkya Rahane has hit a century, Shikhar Dhawan has hit a century, Virat Kohli has come up with a century. So I mean everything is going on pretty well as far as India is concerned. So they are looking, not Virat Kohli, I said Ajinkya Rahane and Shikhar Dhawan. So the Ambati Rayudu the other day scored a century. So basically the top order is looking pretty terrific according to me. Suresh Raina has not really come up with the goods right now, but it's just a matter of time according to me for Suresh Raina to break even with all those players, the top order players, Ajinkya Rahane, Dhawan, Virat Kohli and Ambati Rayudu. Ridhiman Shah, the wicketkeeper, has not even got an opportunity. I mean, such has been the dominance of the India's batting over Sri Lanka that we have seen that even the Ridhiman Shah, the wicketkeeper, has not even got into the mix to actually get a chance to bat. So that really tells you what is the, I mean, how India is playing. In fact, yes, I mean, probably Ridhiman Shah played, I don't remember. Akshar Patel definitely played that cameo knock. Then they have, I mean, so, but for India, the good thing has been the pace bowlers have been doing a pretty wonderful job, especially Ishan Sharma, then Umesh Yadav, and also the other bowler who was there was, I mean, Ishan Sharma, Umesh Yadav, they've been doing an excellent job, and also the spinners, Akshar Patel has been really showing lots of promise. I mean, that is something which is a very healthy as far as Indian cricket is concerned. So he is also bowling pretty well, and is also very useful bat, as you know. Ravichandran Ashwin, let me tell you, after Akshar Patel has come, it looks like Ashwin has just been pushed to the sidelines. In the sense, not really, but Ashwin has not been gathering much attention. So Akshar Patel would be definitely in the selectors' eyes now as far as the World Cup is concerned, because he's doing a wonderful job. So that is as far as, so as I said, the pressure is all on Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka are the ones who have to, and I'm also told it's going to be a flat deck in Hyderabad, so we are definitely in for some real batting fare. So the batting has to really come good, and probably we might see some big scores posted tomorrow and some centuries too, as has been the trend in this one-day series, where the Indian bat has really dominated with 3 centuries already in 2 one-day internationals. So tomorrow is the 3rd one-day international, and one hopes that we have a real flow of runs. And as I said, Sri Lankans are the ones who have to win the test match. It's a must-win situation as far as Sri Lanka is concerned tomorrow. Well, from here, I'm taking you down to the United Arab Emirates. As I said, tomorrow is the start of the test series between New Zealand and Pakistan, and that is going to be played in Abu Dhabi. We all know that Pakistan are really basking in glory right now, because after defeating Australia, not only defeating Australia, but defeating them by huge margins in the 2 test matches, Pakistan are looking red hot. I mean, it is like they are looking like red hot irons right now, willing to strike. So Pakistan, I think, are looking firm favorites, because the only reason that I say that is because Pakistan's batting is looking extremely strong. In fact, you know, the Ahmed Shahzad and Mohammad Hafiz have not really hit their straps, and once they hit the straps, things would be, and if they are going to put a sort of a foundation, I think New Zealand would probably find it pretty difficult to even dismiss Pakistan twice in this as well. But such is the form that Pakistan are in, and you know, and one always knows when a team wins, what it does to its confidence, the motivation level, everything is high. So I'm sure Pakistan are once again going to show their skills here in the United Arab Emirates. So Ahmed Shahzad, Mohammad Hafiz, the opener. Azhar Ali has been doing he has been doing a tremendous job. Yunus Khan, you know, scored tons of runs against the Australians in that series. Misbah ul Haq holding the world record now for the fastest 50 and a century as far as Test cricket is concerned. Asad Shafiq was impressive. Sarfraz Ahmed has already got his maiden one-day international 100 as he hit it against the Australians. And then look at that bowling. That bowling, which one thought it was the resources were thin in the absence of Junaid Khan and Waqar. I mean, it was I thought it was Wahab Riaz. But look at what bowling. Rahat Ali, as I said, is a much improved bowler, moving the ball both ways. He gets the reverse swing. Imran Khan has come into the team, and he has really been a sort of a breath of fresh air. Even though he has not been taking a lot of wickets, but one has seen that he definitely has all the abilities of a good pace bowler, and Imran Khan has been doing a good job. So the one thing for New Zealand to worry about is not only the swing bowling that Rahat Ali and Imran Khan does, even though they are lacking a bit of pace compared to the New Zealanders. I think the reverse swing is something which definitely gets the better of the batsman. And one more thing that New Zealand would be dealing with is that they are predominantly not good against spinners. And we all know that Yasir Shah, the right arm leg spinner, and Zulfikar Babar, the left arm spinner, has really created waves. Zulfikar Babar has got 2 5-wicket hauls against Australia. Yasir Shah has looked absolutely as someone who has been already touted as a player for the future. And both of them, Yasir Shah in his debut series against Australia, he has done so pretty well. So I'm sure the New Zealanders would have looked at a lot of videos as far as Yasir Shah and Zulfikar Babar, and it will be interesting to see what their approach would be to the spinners, because predominantly New Zealand have always had a fallibility against the spinners. Now let's have a look at the New Zealand team. Well, so Pakistan definitely looking red hot favourites, no doubt about it, because the batting is good, their bowling is good, and their spinners are doing a wonderful job. So it is going to be a real tough exercise as far as New Zealand is concerned, as far as this test series is concerned. Now New Zealand, their openers would be Tom Latham and Hamish Rutherford. One has to see how they actually are able to deal with the likes of Rahat Ali and Imran Khan, and then also deal with the spinners. Kane Williamson, now Kane Williamson is the good thing to happen. He's back, so even though he won't bowl, as he has been banned from bowling, but Kane Williamson's batting is something which is a very big stabilizing force as far as test matches are concerned. Brendan McCullum always leading from the front as a captain, and then they have some all-rounders in the form of Cody Anderson, a very promising James Neesham. He already has a century. In fact, he reeled off 2 centuries, as you would remember, in test matches. And then Brian Watling is a very dapper wicket-keeper batsman. And as far as the bowling is concerned, I thought the New Zealand pace attack is looking much stronger than the Pakistanis, because the only reason that I say that is because Tim Southee is bowling superbly. In fact, Trent Bolt and Tim Southee form a very good combination. They get their breakthroughs. Not only that, they also have some lot of pace compared to the Pakistani bowlers. And one thing that Pakistan might have to guard against is that if the pitch is going to break or there is going to be some turn available, one has to remember that New Zealand have 2 spinners up their sleeve. One is Mark Craig, who is the right arm off spinner, has looked impressive in the test matches that he has played, and also Ish Sodhi. Now, Ish Sodhi, one says that he's having a good future because he's a very good right arm leg spinner. Not only that, against the Pakistani team, Ish Sodhi did a good job by picking up lots of wickets. So and I think, but definitely, as I said, Pakistan are looking favourites, but one has to really wait and watch what really turns out tomorrow at Abu Dhabi, it could probably help the spinners tomorrow. Whether it would be helping the spinners, one has to wait and watch. It depends on the dryness of the pitch as far as Abu Dhabi is concerned. So that is another match which is coming up tomorrow. So it's the start of the new test series between New Zealand and Pakistan, which is going to be played at Abu Dhabi tomorrow. And now the last preview that I would like to do, a brief preview as I said, is between the final T20 International which is coming up. It is like a decider which is going to be played at the Sydney Cricket Ground, Australia versus South Africa. Both Australia and South Africa have done well, in the sense first South Africa bowled well and restricted Australia, and then they won the match, and then Australia restricted South Africa and they won the match. So they are looking good. Both the teams are looking evenly matched. I think it is going to be one hell of a match tomorrow at this Sydney Cricket Ground. I'm sure there's going to be a real holiday crowd flocking at the Sydney Cricket Ground, especially considering that this is going to be the decider, which is going to decide which is the team which is going to win the series. Australia will definitely have lots of home support, no doubt about that. And Australia, well, they're looking good. Aaron Finch the other day scored 44, looked good. Shane Watson showed some glimpses of his batting there. Glenn Maxwell was a failure. Cameron White, the bowling has been pretty good. Now whether Australia can really stick to the same line. Pat Cummins, who bowled a maiden, which is an extreme rarity as far as T20s are concerned. And then they have Kane Richardson, they have Dougie Bollinger, Cameron Boyce, who was the man of the match in the previous T20 International. And let's have a look at the South African team. The South African team, well, Quinton de Kock is looking at form, really reservist. Just, he had a wonderful cracking knock of 78 the other day to win the match for South Africa, and he's a real talent. Reza Hendricks so far has not really showed his wares, and one is probably hoping that tomorrow Reza Hendricks will definitely show what he's capable of. Dumini, as you know, is the captain. Always, it's a new stint for him. It's a new territory for him. But I thought he's doing a good job. David Miller, the big hitter, Farhan Bahadin, who could lend some stability to the South African batting, and the all-rounders Ryan McLaren, Wayne Parnell. The bowling, well, it all depends. As I said, the bowling is the one which has done a good job as far as the two T20 matches are concerned. So I would say ball is the one which has been dominating, but one has to see whether tomorrow in the deciding match which is going to be played at the Sydney Cricket Ground, whether it is the bat or the ball, and we will know tomorrow who is the winner. So whichever team wins takes the T20 International Series in Australia. Well, dear fan subscribers, so as I said, 3 matches coming up tomorrow. It's absolute. I think tomorrow is going to be a chock-a-block day as far as cricket is concerned, with 3 matches going on in different places. One is going on in India, the other one in United Arab Emirates, and the other one is going to be played in Australia. So, well, I'll be there with a match report on all these 3 matches when I see you tomorrow on the Cricket Happening show on Sunday. Until then, it's good night from your host Ram Studios. Thank you.